Hello students, welcome to the video lectures of software engineering. So today we are going to talk about architectural design. So what is architectural design? So as architectural design begins, the software to be developed must be put into context. That is, the design should define the external entities that the software interacts with and the nature of the interaction. Okay, so once context is modeled and all external software interfaces have been prescribed, you can identify a set of architectural archetypes. And an archetype is an abstraction that represents one element of system behavior. The set of archetypes provides a collection of abstractions that must be modeled architecturally if the system is to be constructed if the system is to be constructed, but the archetypes themselves do not provide enough implementation details. Okay. So architectural design is very crucial in face of the software design, especially where the high level structure of the software system is defined. So now what happens? This architectural design will set the foundation for the detailed design and implementation. Okay. So before designing the systems, so it's essential for us to understand its environments, that is how it interacts with external entities such as users, devices, and other systems, right? So that is what is architectural design is. So now you can see the architectural context diagram, which is ACD we say. So now at the architectural design level, so when a software architect will use this ACD, that is architectural context diagram, to model the manner in which software interacts with external entities to its boundaries. Clear? Now you can see the actors are present, subordinate systems are there, peers, and as well as the superordinate systems. So superordinate systems are used by the target system. Now the actors, there's you can see the connection between the peers and actors as well as subordinate and superordinate systems to the target system. Okay. So referring to the above the figure what we have seen this. So the system that incorporate with the target system are represented by superordinate systems, subordinate systems, peer level systems, and actors. So what are these? So when I say superordinate systems, this use right, superordinate systems use use the target systems as a part of their own language, sorry, as a part of their own lar larger processing. Larger processing means the parent systems, we say. Okay, these are parent systems. Then we next one is subordinate systems. Subordinate systems are used by the target system, to perform some functions, okay, like a database server, etc. Okay. Then we have peer systems. So peer level systems are nothing but exchange information, on an equal basis with the target target system. So how this is done? Using APIs or some services. Then fourth one is actors. That is nothing but users, or devices that provides input to or receive output from the system. Clear? So these are all the four which we have found in our architectural context diagram ACD. Okay. So you can see this. Okay. Now, so the superordinate systems are here. So are those systems that use a target system as part of some higher level processing scheme. Subordinate systems are this. So these are superordinate. These are subordinate. Subordinate systems are used by the target system and provide data or processing that are necessary to complete target system functionality. Then peer level systems interact on a peer-to-peer basis. That is, the information is produced or consumed by the peers and the target system. Okay, actors are the entities that interact with the target system by producing or consuming information that is necessary for requisite processing. Clear? So next, we will see an architectural context diagram ACD for the project called the Safe Home Security Function. So now you can see the superordinate system, subordinate system, peers, and the users. Okay. So the peers and the actors. So here, homeowner control panel are placed in the left, and the surveillance function is on the right. That is the peers. And superordinate function are safe home product and internet-based system. Subordinate are sensors. You can see. I mean, the place where we have seen our earlier diagram, we are just comparing it. Okay. So each of these external entities communicates with the target system. Okay, through some interface. So what is this interface here? So you can observe some small shaded rectangles in the figure, which are interfaces, okay, which is used for the communication between these external entities and the target system. So all the data that flow into and out of the target system must be identified at this particular stage. Okay. So next is refining the architecture into components. Now refining the architecture into the components, you can see the diagram now. Whereas as the software architecture is refined into components, the structure of the system begins to emerge. Analysis classes represent entities within the application domain that must be addressed within the software architecture. So application domain is one source for derivation and refinement of components. Okay. So observe the refining architectures into the components. Okay. So once we, define the archetypes, the next step would be to refine them into these concrete software components. Okay. So that is what is given here. So when I say components, the components will represent like customers, transactions, or etc. Clear? So thank you, students.